Machine Head's treating everybody great. And when I called Rob Flynn for the spot that was available was before Bring Me the Horizon. We were like, we want to go do this, you know. So it's been a good time. We were all going through a rough time at the point that we were making the record, not internally as a band, but individually. My drummer had gotten divorced. My guitar player lost his longtime, girlfriend. My house had got displaced from wildfires, so I had to leave the recording process. I think all of that came together and made it a very visceral, volatile record. So I think that's what you're getting. You're getting a very, very heavy record full of just aggression, because that's where we were in our head. Usually record and release about every 2 years. It could be more like 2.5 years probably on this one, because we got a lot of touring to do through mid-2012, and then we'll probably take a little bit of time off to write. We're going to see. I'd like to release 2.5 years from when Beast released, which is that's like 8 months ago or something like this. Yeah, we write on the road. I write constantly, and I heard a riff from Jeff Kendrick the other day that was incredible. I mean, I think it's going to be the first song. I can already feel it, so. I'm inspired at home, on the road, anywhere. The thing you need to know about DevilDriver is we were only together 6 months before our first record. So that's why the gradual evolution of the band, and that's why a record every 2 years, because we're just learning how to really write. I've always said that the later records would be even more inspirational, and it's totally true. We're just learning now what we want to touch base on, and I think on the next record we're going to even step away from ourselves and do something different, the same we've done with all records, because every one of our records, it's us, but it's different sounding. This is very important to us. Good. I mean, we're going to rehearse in February for Coal Chamber. We're going to go do 7 or 8 shows, probably with an off show or 2. In Australia, and it's going to be badass. I don't know. Look, for me, it's all music through love right now. It's like love is the law, and life is too short. Let me give you a little rundown. Meeks came out in 05 to a DevilDriver show, spoke to my wife and apologized for everything that went down, because it put my family out too. I had kids and everything else when you change a job and change business, And in 09, he came up with DevilDriver. He did Loco, and you can YouTube that. And afterwards gave me a hug and in my ear said, we should do this. 2 years later, we started talking. I said, let's just go do a few shows, But by no means am I putting DevilDriver down or, making Coal Chamber back my whole life or anything, but I want to revisit some memories, some good songs, some good people now that they're off of hard drugs. That's why I left Coal Chamber. It's because they were fucked up on drugs. Meigs and Mikey made Keith Richards look like a pussy. A pussy. So it's good to see them alive. The fact they're alive is that's the best thing about life, is that they're alive and we can do these songs again. So to do Loco or Fiend off of Dark Days is going to be amazing. I can't really say. I mean, it's hard to be able to do that. DevilDriver has so much work ahead of us, and we're already booking ourselves up and putting time in to write a record, and when we're going to record another record. So, I don't see any long-term, long Coal Chambers tours coming up. I see Australia, and if that works out, maybe do a few days here or there. But I don't see any, okay, we're going on a year-long Coal Chamber tour at this moment right now, Plus, I want to see how it goes. I want to see how it goes. I mean, I know how to tour at this point a certain way to make it good for the audience every night, and I never want it to suffer because of drugs or alcohol or anything like this, So they have to keep their head above water with me, tread water, and we'll be good. Yeah, then I don't mind maybe doing a couple other shows, but right now we're only talking about doing Australian shows and nothing else. We've been approached to do records and other tours, and we're just not even discussing it. going through the motions and having a good time. It has to be first a good time, but now is the time to revisit it. I think a lot of the music holds up, you know, and a lot of the bands that are the biggest in the world right now are from that age, that movement, that even DevilDriver, you know, Disturbed opened for DevilDriver. We took Slipknot open for DevilDriver. System of a Down open for Cold Chamber. I mean, we, you know, or for Cold Chamber rather, you know. So to see that happen is cool to see those bands still out, you know. Getting confused. Yes, we are. We're going to do festivals. So we're doing June, July festivals, and I'm hoping that they're close by. This is a killer country. I like to bring my family with me. They're coming to Australia with me. My wife would love Portugal. She would love it here. So I did tell her this morning that I would love to share this with her. So we'll see. It's hard, man, with kids and dogs and cats, and you have to have the home life taken care of, you know. So